The American Prohibition Museum experience probably is best described as the journey from early temperance movement all the way to the unintended consequences of what Prohibition left with us. So it's about 175 to 200 years worth of history, give or take, plus the bulk of it is that 13 years that Prohibition really lasted.
$22 in tax on whiskey, and they expect to realize $300 million.
Well, we're a very different kind of museum. A lot of folks think of a museum as being either that art gallery style or a static display style museum. We are very exceptionally interactive, which is why we call ourselves an experience rather than just a museum.
Movement going across the United States, it just doesn't make sense.
And quite right, VR.
We have things like displays that have visual effects through them. One of them, you walk into an immersive moonshine scene.
What do you want? Who sent you?
Tell him Gus. Gus sent you.
Gus sent me.
Yeah. All right. Come on.
We also, of course, have a speakeasy, which is about as immersive as you can get into Prohibition. Yeah, we are the only museum in the country that has a bar as part of the experience. There are other museums that have bars inside of them, like the MoMA in New York and these places, but we're the only ones where the bar is part of the journey through the museum. What we tried to do as we went through the museum is add in that local Savannah flavor wherever we went. We talk about the story behind the state of Chatham, which is what locals wanted to create as basically the newest state of the Union when Georgia went dry. And then of course we talk about Moose Helmy and his connections with Al Capone in Savannah in our NASCAR gallery. And a lot of people know his daughter, Judy Helmy, who does the fishing tours out of Wilmington Island. It is the only Prohibition museum in the country. It's a very high quality and high class establishment. There's nothing like it else in Georgia. In fact, the Georgia Department of Tourism called us the most exciting thing to happen to tourism in the last decade since the Georgia Aquarium. You can spend an hour here, you can spend 2 hours here. If you get to the speakeasy and really like it, you can spend 5 hours here. So it's a good way to spend an afternoon.